Nice, you can have a little fun. Alright guys, we do gotta get started. It's time to start. We have a beautiful wall here. We're gonna use that thing. We're gonna start up on the wall. Big beautiful wall. What's up, Jake?
Hey, what's up, brother? Nice to meet you. Luke. Jake.
Alright, Luke. So for this one,
What's up,
just gonna
Ralphie?
have you try to hold this guy on the wall. I'm gonna start you in a nice position. Be close to his hips with your ear connected, falling into him. I want you to have some control underneath the elbow or on the wrist. And I just want you to stay here, keep shades back on the wall. Defending guy, go ahead, switch against the wall. You need to stay really connected. The closer he's getting to my legs, the worse off this gets for me. Alright, if we can hit him and stuff, yeah, but we're not doing that right now. My job is to keep him away from my hips. I want to stay inside and keep him up high. This is at least going to give me some control back over what's going on. So he's just fighting to stay under my elbows, stay close to my hips. I gotta find ways to get my back off the wall. So I want you to get your back off the wall, but you have to get under one of his elbows first, and use that to help get your back off the wall. Bonus points if you put his back on the wall. Cool? Just gonna, like pinning on the ground, we're gonna get into that later. This is just pinning on the feet. Alright? So just kind of get under one of his elbows, whichever side you prefer. Put your arm around his waist, put your ear on, and just push him into the wall and hold him here. Grabbing his wrists, you can go underneath two arms like this. Whatever you have to do to keep this guy flat against the wall. Alright? Shane, keep him away from your hips. Keep picking him back up. Get under an elbow and get your back off the wall. We'll start the clock. You guys want, you can add picking up the leg, you can add connecting behind the butt, put each other on the floor. Up to you. What's up, Jake?
Play it. How you feeling today?
Pretty good, actually. I just got a lot going on. Then the dog's happy.
You're doing one?
The dog.
Nice.
She's like a little 10-pound dog. She's cute though. I gotta start bringing her into jiu-jitsu.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
She's so small. You could get her like a little pillow. She's like a cat. I think cats are a bit bigger. So we're just having each other hold each other on the wall.
Okay.
Got a new guy. It's his first day, so he's gonna be strong.
This is Luciano.
What's that?
Yeah, they're only hockey set with like
Oh, really?
one now. To like redo it, so it's not surprising.
I just noticed it was moving. Knocked the head with a nail.
Stick some glue in there.
Yeah, it's
Crazy. Yeah. There's like a little notch that goes, presses, and then like this mat presses against it.
You take as many breaks as you can. We're gonna do a lot of live games. A lot of local.
Yeah, it's so good. And just put nails on my It's like
An elbow. I'd say it's a lot of control. Supposed to have some success, some failure. That's the normal thing. You can probably fail more than you succeed in today's life. So I'll step some fun with it there.
So holding around on the leg.
No, I'll let them go for the legs and take each other down. I don't want them to do that. Just want them to, I told these guys get under one elbow first, and then back off the wall in that order, just for this game. There you go, Alex. Roll right into that. Just jumping with them. See how easy that was.
Mike, what's that?
Oh, yeah, put his back on the wall. Once they're under an elbow, you can try. Just one elbow and then keep them away from your hips, Jay. Good. There we go. High crutch. Yeah, keep them away from the back of your leg. Good. Alex showed that last
You
week.
wanna go, Ralph?
Yeah, I just want to bang this nail in.
So you're bringing a weight because you just,
Nothing else.
Yeah, we got weapons.
I should pop it out.
Are we picking up weights? No, not. Just hold it on the wall. Try both sides. Good go. Go for Shay. Yep, try both sides. Good. Nice, so good. Put that under your elbow. Yeah. Very common issue. Hell yeah. Minute and a half, guys, minute and a half.
yeah, well, it's pretty much better, huh?
Yeah, I like it. It's something I don't really have, so. You really get a lot out of it.
Wow.
There are walls in real life.
Yeah, it's not just here.
There are obstacles. For sure.
Honestly, if there was a brick wall, I don't know how that would change. Probably get more
Scratchy.
more sunk to it. Like you can't slide off it. You need a brick wall.
It's too soft.
You get everything.
Too soft.
Yeah.
You get it done quicker.
What do they do? In that UFC thing, it's like a ramp, right?
Yeah.
Does it change when there's like an angle? What do you do then?
I think it makes guys post for it. Because they're falling over to the post. And that's very important.
That's got, yeah, 'cause like now you put your weight, you put like your body weight on them.
If you push it through, you're gonna fall, and then it's on top.
Yeah.
It changed it, so the guys have tried it. I can't imagine.
That's so.
It's got things.
If you're already like laying down, you're on a slant. So if you're kind of standing, you're kind of laying down.
Like if we were like grip fighting, like you could kind of like walk up the thing,
Yeah.
and it gets you higher than me. I guess it gets me closer to your
You
leg.
could probably just roll it on the ground and make it submission.
All right, time. So we're trying to let's do some stand up away from the wall now. Let's get off the wall. All right, what's even going on when we're doing stand up? What is this? All right, so a couple of guidelines. One, head position. If my head's pointed at his center line and his head's pointed at my center line, it's even. But as soon as I get my head pointed at his center line and his head's not pointing at mine, we have unevenness. We're trying to generate unevenness on the feet. Another thing that gets uneven is how many hands you have on your opponent versus how many hands they have on you. So for instance, right here, if I have 2 hands on Shay and my head positioning is winning, I have unevenness in my favor in this situation. I'm always working to have more hands on my opponent than they have on us. At a very base level, that's always happened. Second thing, the head position, that must happen too. So for this next activity, I want you to work on getting inside the elbows, so if you get inside both, and you win head position, or inside like this is also inside the elbow. We're gonna add to this in a second, and then you start getting behind it. But we just need to start connecting to our opponent. We're gonna both be trying to connect to each other and have more hands on them than they have on us. I want you to get inside and win your head position, and maintain this goal for as long as you can. different controls underneath both elbows is fine. We're not gonna connect hands, okay? And there's no head locking in this game. Okay, so we're just working on getting our head pointing at their center line, get their head off line. It could look like this. My head's pointing at his center line, inside his elbows, and his head's not pointing at mine. Just paying attention to that at the beginning is gonna take you really far. Everything you learn after that, this has to be happening at all times. Generally, I'll see you guys square up and his head's like this. I mean, I have a guy who always did this. He always did this with his head. He's winning. If my head's pointing at your center line, I can keep your head out of my center line, it's not pointing at my spine, I'm winning. So guys, I just want you to maintain inside the elbows. This means I'm not going chest behind the elbow for this game. We're just going to play inside the elbow. Inside ties, if you can collar tie on each other, that's control between the elbows. This is control between both elbows, correct? This is control between both elbows. We're going to add to it in the next game. We're going to start exploiting these elbows. Alright, so let's just play, get it inside, whatever it is, get inside and under those elbows, keep your head pointing at the center line, make sure his head's not pointing at you, it's cool. Stand up, we're gonna grip fight, let's go, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's symmetrical.
Start even and get unevenness. Have more hands on them and beat their center line. Inside their elbows. We're going to add to this very shortly.
How's Joe feeling?
I texted him.
He was like rolling around last night. He said he might come by after class to go on to ski or whatever. Honestly, I would probably benefit from this song.
Getting
Yeah.
it actually makes a lot of sense because you realize it gets me like this right here in the evening.
I'll do like.
That's really not good for me. Because then if I'm here, then I have so much, you know?
Yeah.
You never realize that, like, you can never click.
Did you try it? To explain it, I really just taught head position. Right?
Yeah.
I want my head on the top part of your head.
Yeah, that
I want
works.
to push this side of your head.
Yeah.
I want to get position.
I haven't heard you explain this before. Like,
Your head beating center line.
yeah.
Yeah, you have an imaginary
I've been
line.
figuring it out, but like I never understood. I just been figuring out like different things made more sense than other things, you know. But
When your head's outside or you're not facing a center line, generally he's beating you.
yeah,
It's a limb punch. Your head's a limb.
yeah, it makes sense. Ralph, you want to get it?
I get beaten up anyway, doesn't matter where.
Yeah, I've only come here. It's a great school. No, I actually live in Fort Jeff, but I used to work out here. And that guy right there forced me to do this, the guy with the colorful pants on.
Take as many breaks as you like today. We're gonna do a lot of live work, so it adds up quick. Stay inside his elbows, just go hands on you, get them all. When inside the elbows, keep winning that head fight. You know, I noticed Joe was like the thing that really just, I learned from watching him, because he always has his head out.
Yeah, that's great.
He never, like this.
He's one of those.
He does it very good. I have a picture of him doing it.
Yeah.
He's like, where do you get that?
So it's kind of opening up on
You gotta read it. It makes it feel weird to read it.
I feel like
The way it gets exploited is front head.
Yeah.
back,
Yeah.
So it's always.
my legs, and so as soon as you start to turn, cut that curve,
Keep your posture.
Yeah, right, like that's.
I'm feeling it's a bit over.
Yeah.
Whereas opposed to this,
I never stopped to explain it.
you know,
No, I think it's actually me. I really like this one.
You got
I watched him, he came around with messing around yesterday, and I realized he does a lot of things that are similar. He specs himself a lot.
Yeah.
Gov?
Yeah. And
That's
he
that's
doesn't
why he
tap.
hurt his neck.
He doesn't tap unless it's a real choke. Sometimes you want to tap because you want to protect your neck.
He was
Like your spine.
He thought he was great.
Or just eat it.
Yeah, but we like
There you go, what?
chokes still.
The inversions.
Yeah. I watched him yesterday because he wasn't supposed to play around, and at the end of the class, he was watching it. And he jumped in and he started like messing around. Immediately, he was like on top of his own neck. And I was like, huh, I wonder if that's part of the problem too. 'Cause
It's like he always relies on that. If you get past that,
It's like a spider going out the right.
he inverts, which inversions he's experimenting with. I don't think he's discovered exactly what he wants to do, but it's coming. It's coming. But like having a 280-pound guy on it, having JP on it.
The problem is too, he's doing that and his legs are up here and his head's down there.
Yeah,
His
he's
legs
like
are back, his knees are bent.
So it's like there's like some neck strengthening, some GP. He's got like for anyway. It's never gonna get better on its own.
back bridges.
Yeah. You guys got a minute left? Just take your time, Renee. If you have any questions, just hit me up. I'll come right over. We're gonna try something after this. Like we'll do a little move, kind of bring down the pace, and then we're gonna play a game adding on to this. Yeah, man, there's a water thing there. You can do whatever you need. Use your class. So when you get off the mat, try to use slippers. Come on.
I thought you were gonna start sending
Let's take it after, I guess. That's a way to do it. Yeah, neutral position, generate no opportunity. Want to get unevenness. It's symmetrical, it's generally favoring the bigger guy.
It's funny how you felt that.
Felt it
Immediately.
The bigger guy generally is more than way more. Like when they're ear to ear.
It was preceded by like, this one's straight on big guys. Versatile attack.
Dude, it's not even the side. It's not the side. It's the, like you roll a certain way where you like climb up. That's like
I'm just gonna show
Yeah.
just a thing to try, just a really good way to deal with anybody putting one of these on you, and they're not really, sometimes guys just throw a Peloton and they're not doing anything with it, they're just sitting there, right? So, getting hands off of you is something we're always doing. So I always do want to keep my opponent in front of me some way, shape, or form. Sometimes we grip back, sometimes we hit a toe post. But generally speaking, I want to take my hand here. I'm going to show you guys just a little move. I'm going to move towards it and put my chest, you know, chest pushing it,
Yeah.
putting pressure. And now I just generated a path where I can see behind it. This could be a really strong push too. You can take this thing, I'm going to push it a little harder. You can really make people step with it. It's a very strong, powerful move. And when you turn your whole chest, their arm kind of gets pushed by the shoulder. So this is just one way to deal with this. There's a lot more than one way to deal with it. But you grab that sucker like you mean it. Bonus points if you grab here or here before you go. You're gonna turn, boom. You get right behind people with that. So when you feel one of these kind of, sometimes you guys throw these on here and they're not doing anything. You don't feel like a lot of pressure. Grab it, turn your chest and flip it, and you can make it behind yourself. Alright? Feel that pretty strong there?
Yeah, it's
Okay? So let's just mess with that a little bit. You got an arm on you here. You're gonna grab. Like your arm.
Demonstrate.
Yeah, the red ball on that. So any of these, you can do it any move. Right? I'm just gonna, boom. Feel that push?
Yeah.
I turn my whole body and I step toward you. So you only need your chest behind you. So just put these in. One time do it, then jump in. Move towards it, boom. Elbow push.
Oh, I never realized stepping
Well,
in.
yeah, you know, it's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed like,
Russian flag.
guys are.
Right here. I just got the arm.
That's it.
I'm already like,
But it's like, if you're trying to fight that,
Really push it like that.
you put yourself in an arm bar.
Some guys are really strong.
Hyperextend your arm. If I get this across my chest, that's it.
Launch that.
Gotta get up.
Could that stop Coach Mark? That's all Coach Mark does, is like heavy collar time.
Heavy
he
collar.
does, he does this shit though. Like go to do something about it?
Alright.
Alright.
That's a game we play too.
It's so annoying.
That's the college
You're just like this, like,
Doing the
and
college.
until you fucking shoot.
That's Mark, dude.
You know what I do though? I keep switching.
I always use
I
this
actually
one
I fucking grab it.
I just fall on my butt. Like, whatever.
Yeah, it's a
Try
strong,
that out.
really strong way to do it. You can also do it like this, Jake. If it's on you, you can blast it with like a punch, like a strike.
It's not really a
You
jump.
like take your forearm, it'd be like here.
Spinning out.
It's more about turning
Really strong.
Yeah.
Like when you feel like you can get behind, sometimes the elbows like right where you want it, especially here, is really good. Yeah.
the duck's not gonna work.
Step again.
I'm strong here. I'm not as strong.
Really strong, but the club
Here,
is
bring
like
my elbow in.
really strong.
Yeah.
This is like I'm not.
Yeah.
And you want to be like here, behind his elbow, because if you're going for this and he like pulls his arm
Yeah,
back, it's
okay.
really tough.
I need to do it in slow motion.
And now turn your hips and
Start
shoulders
turning your
towards the
chest.
black wall. Yeah, and then find that. And you can pull
So
that against your
I would just
chest
get to the hips
and
and
get it all together.
you only have like grab that sucker. Cool guys, I also showed it like this, just to show Jake, you're gonna have it on. You can also, depending on how you're feeling, your hands are really busy. I'm always doing something, like grabbing a wrist, but you can use your hand, like strike it, and if you can get a really strong push with that too. So when the arm's there, you can use like the top of your forearm.
This way.
No, just like this, bam, like that, and you push it hard, and you'll be making him step.
Grabbing
So
it?
you can try it like that.
I thought you were doing it. I was waiting for you.
A lot, anything that puts pressure to this, pushes it across,
Yeah.
which is about to be tied to the next thing we're gonna go with. 2 minutes, just play it out, that's good. If you guys wanna really try it, one guy hold that collar kind of like this, other guy try to hold that collar time now. Give him some real,
One, just like hang on back.
yeah, give him a real grip. Yeah, grab back his head and give him a real grip. Good. Hold tight. Sometimes the pump, sometimes that works better. Depends.
Yeah, it felt like it was easier to get it all.
That was nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang on to this, that's real hard. Yeah, it's like a crank. Yeah.
Let's go with the
No, no, no. I'm saying punch.
Yeah, sometimes that's better.
That's what it doesn't work. I never realized you have to step in toward it.
You turn your arm like this and you hit it. You like hit it. Sometimes it's a little more ballistic.
Step in, same thing. So instead of grabbing here, you just
Smack it with your arm. Up that window again.
At the very least, you get it off your head.
smack.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, other way. Like this.
Turn your
Step in.
chest.
You gotta step in too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another way to do it.
Yeah.
You'll see that happen fast. It's right there. So let's tie this in, guys. Let's tie this into like what we're trying to do here. So what is actually going on when we're trying to get behind elbows? So there's really only 2 ways to get behind his arm. And it all is told by the story of the elbow. I could go under his elbow. We usually make a window some way. Go under his elbow to get behind him. Or I can somehow get his elbow across my center line. So you'll see this theme with the legs too later in guard. But in stand-up, there's really 2 ways to get behind an elbow. You're either gonna go under it by opening it out, or go across it by pulling it across the center line. This thing that we just did got the arm across for us. There's a lot of ways to get the arm across. We have different names for all of them. Even just putting the hands on the floor and then moving across, it just got the arms across for them. So for this game, that first thing we did, center line with the head, getting inside the elbows. I want you to get inside the elbows and then find a way, whether it's going under the elbow and behind, or under the elbows, inside the elbows, and across. Whatever it is. We're trying to get under an elbow or pull it across. We're going to do this like we mean it, and we're both going for it. Okay? Just play with it. Don't expect to be a black belt today, but we do have to acquire some experience here to actually get a feel for what it is when we're fighting a human. Alright, so.
Can you zip through that one more time?
Yeah, so when you get behind someone, okay, so all the things that are happening, I'm trying to have more hands on him than he has on me. My head's trying to beat his center line, where his head is not at my center line and my head is at his. I generate unevenness. We're getting inside the elbows for this game. And most of the time we are trying to find a way inside these elbows. The only way you get behind people is by going under their elbow or bringing their elbow across. Right? There's no other way. It's either we go under it or we bring it across. Generally speaking, every single thing. Whether I push his arm up and I go under it, or a combination of both, or I bring it across and I get my chest behind it and I get behind it. There's only two ways to really get behind someone here on the feet. So while you're playing, getting inside, getting your head position, like the first game we played, I also want you to try to open his elbows or pull them across so you can get behind each other. This game ends, you end up behind him, so we connect the hands around the waist. Cool? Let's play. Yeah, get in there. Hit it. Come on.
They're gonna do the Chris get up for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Chris fucking got up like mid-roll, dude. Like ninja shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like,
You use them in that.
yeah, crazy.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're
I think I pulled my back.
We're in a head position, getting inside the elbows or under the elbows. Win inside space, get behind.
We're both trying to get them.
Yeah, both of them.
So keep playing on that inside space, inside the elbows. Keep your opponent in front of you. Excellent. Not bad for his first day.
Oh, man. I like when you have these little boutique classes every now and then.
Right?
Yeah, small classes are cool.
Different energy.
You know what, John? You ever think about shooting out of the text on WhatsApp or whatever the day before?
Nah,
You
I'm
don't
not
like
in the
that?
business of telling people to come to class.
We're doing this tomorrow. Let's go, baby.
That's not my style.
Anybody that doesn't make it is a free pussy.
Nah, I don't bother people. Nah.
There she is. There should be a contact. It's alright, still check.
Good.
Good,
I
man.
get 20 messages that you can't every single class. Don't do it.
Who's that?
Jake, you want to jump in over there?
Yeah.
Shay probably needs some love.
There
you go, Ralph. Simple skills for the squad. Just simple skills. Play a lot of this kind of stuff. Attack the class. We didn't even go before it. It's cool. But to be honest, we spend most of the time fighting on our feet anyway. You know, you win there, and then when we go to the floor, there's plenty of time to go over as well. I don't always do a lot of stand-up, but for your stand up. You walk out like this week, you walk out there, get something to know what's going on. Absolutely. When you're winning, when you're losing. Plus your strike range is high all the way. When you're inside or behind his elbows, we're all of this up.
I was waiting for you to do
So
something.
you behind that arm, pull it across.
Something I can learn. You know,
Pretty sharp break.
I like to sit back.
That's it. And that, go
I
across.
do it on the master and say, what is this guy gonna do, especially mom? And I'm most of it,
Get under it.
but I could do to get out.
Hey, get behind the kids that I got that duck there. I'm trying to.
Something like that
Just
fucking
like, you know,
time.
wait
Like,
for my opponent to make the.
and you, I.
Like, either grab your wrist or post.
Wow.
it.
Alex special.
Then I use that.
Yep.
Post.
You guys go.
Exactly. Get the arm across.
I was like, I stay back.
Get those arms across. You get a nice reaction with that. There you go. And your feet.
No, that was the super duck. Those are fun.
That's heavy level.
Oh yeah, you gotta really get level. So you're doing 2 level changes. So you're level changing for fake duck, and then you level change again for the real duck. Yeah. And then let's see again. And so, which side do you like to duck
I'm
on?
a right, so if you like this side with me.
So you're gonna face this side, right, to get me heavy here, and then that opens up this right side if you want.
Face this side.
Yeah. And then you're gonna level change again, and go the other way.
There you go.
Yeah.
Use it to get behind. The hands in the head are
That's the quick.
And the hands have to be swollen like that.
Well, yeah, you gotta sell it. I'm looking at all of them. I'm kind of doing like a half step,
We're working on so many
but I'm not like fully committed because I know my level changing again.
Oh, so we're fighting? We're gonna fight a fight? There's a lot of
Teach you secret moves, bro.
That's usually super duck.
Wrestling.
and it will come.
Whatever side I want to go to, I'm gonna take the other way. So I'm here, and then I level change again.
Oh, it's first place to
The other side.
Yeah. Take your time, man. No.
Nothing to worry about.
Gonna try.
Bruce Lee wrestling.
So you got it inside, you lift.
So whichever side you really want to duck on, you're gonna take the other.
Okay. What do I need to do my hands first?
Oh, duck, you got just an inside control. Alright, so you need to be able to open up the window to get under.
So I don't need this one, I know I'm this way. I don't need this one.
Yeah, but you're gonna fake this side.
Here, and it's like, come
So
on.
you're gonna fake this side first. So take like a half step, level change, now level change again, and commit the other way. Yeah.
keeping them in front of one
Dude, and it looks sick when you get it on someone, just like,
To me, even losing is victory.
Feel pretty good.
Your experience actually builds from your mistakes.
Especially both sides, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be both sides of everything. So we're gonna play some ground games next. It's gonna get a little bit easier. Finish your game. There you go, Jake. Take it around. Cool, guys. We're gonna go to the ground now.
Jim never took out the underhook. Jake.
Man?
No, me.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna do like 2 versions of this game. One version over here, and I'm gonna add to it over there. Alright, so we're gonna have you laying down. You're gonna bring your 4 frames up, like your shell. Good. I call this defensive shell. Doesn't always just look like this, but I do need to get my limbs on the bottom here, between me and top player. If you get any point where you have your feet on top player and we're parallel to each other, game's over. My job is to start away from his feet somewhere with my chest falling into him. His job is to support my weight. I just want to keep falling into him to try to get through his frames. I want to melt. Find my way chest to hips, chest to chest, and get under one elbow. If you can get under one elbow, you win. Top player, just fall through them. No extra effort needed. I want you like you're taking a nap up here. Move around, try to melt through these frames like you're skydiving. Right? Just falling right onto these frames. Bottom player, what I want you to try to do is one of 2 things. One, sit up and put me in front of your feet. If your feet are between us and you sat up, you win. Or get your feet back in front of you. So if you just turn and just put your feet back in front, this is over for me. Okay? It signifies a significant amount of distance that he generated. In fights, we're managing distance. The guy who manages the distance is the one who's generally winning. So if I'm on top, I want no space, or just the right amount of space when it's my time to go. Generally speaking, the guy on top is winning, so we always want to stay on top of people, especially on concrete or fights. Big guy and bottom. So we're not going to start you all smashed chest to chest. I'm going to start you with a lot of space. Your job, use your hands, your feet, your knees to move yourself and your opponent, get them off of you, put your feet back in front. You can sit up, or you can just put your feet connected to this guy. As soon as your feet are inside the legs, or a mix of any of those on the hips, inside the legs, whatever it is, on the chest, I don't care. As soon as you're this far, you win instantly. Okay? Over here. So you guys actually can start. You guys can start right there. So over everywhere. Start your shell. Start melting through your shell. Try to get chest to chest under one elbow. Good. Over here. I'm going to start the game. Put your hands on him. Like this, anywhere north. My job though is to connect my hips to his shoulders in some way, shape, or form. So this game doesn't end if I'm still past his legs. As soon as his feet get back in, or you're in like a guard, you lose. Right? A half guard too makes you lose. If he wraps up and holds, it's just going to stall the game out, so we're going to lose there. So I'm up here, and I need to find ways to connect my hips to his shoulders. So you guys get chest to chest, it doesn't win. I need to find ways to get my hips to his shoulders. Whatever that looks like, I don't really care how to do it. Whatever that looks like, I have to get my hips connected to his shoulders. See how my hip connected to his shoulder in this situation? Everything comes from that. Feel the armbar there? A little bit?
Yeah, brother, that was a
Yeah,
little
so
tight out of
I
nowhere.
need to find ways to get my hips connected to their shoulders. Anything like this. So my hips connect to the shoulders instantly. You don't have to see it. Okay? Triangles, kimuras, omoplatas, arm bars, any of these attacks, get your hips attached to shoulders. Cool? Once you attach, you win. So all those entries.
I need this
stuff,
game because
this is where it comes from.
I don't really know how to do this stuff yet.
Okay. Ralph, you want to jump in with them? Give the new guy a break. I want you taking plenty of breaks. Okay?
I go on my dog.
That's it. Hips attached to the shoulders, you win. Keep his feet off. His feet and hands being on you is a problem for you. Excellent. Get close. I want you to, when you get in there, even though you're close, you gotta get under an elbow. Either one, okay?
Alright, here I come, I get the leg on top, man.
I don't know what to do.
I'm trying, I'm doing like for an arm bar. I was like trying to grab like deep under the shoulder, straighten out the arm from there. You're not gonna go attack your wrist with the harder.
Just come kill me again, I don't know where.
He wants this. Oh, cool.
He's really good.
Nice sock. Absolutely.
Here you go, Alex. Almost there. Connect it to the shoulder.
Listen, I was trying to
This is like
stay on
your,
my hands a little
this is
bit.
fucking game.
Yeah,
This is what you do.
I just float around and I look for
This is
an arm.
exactly what you do.
Spend some time.
Yeah.
I'd say there's some disparity, so it's even harder for you, Jake, than I'd like it, but it's okay.
Yeah, I'm always looking for shoulder.
Yeah.
Under the elbows, walk away from his feet, hip towards the head. Block his hips if his legs have a problem. Connect your hips to the shoulders. Try it any way you can. You can fall if you need to, just get your hips around the shoulders. Get close there. Get close. Grab a wrist, keep an arm bent, whatever you can do. Go for that top one, Jake. Keep playing on the game. Yep, it's almost there, dude.
I think it's like a really important skill for guys a little smaller like us too. To be able to figure out. When I fight a lot of big guys, like, especially more experienced, like Mike, like I get past his fucking knees all the time. And it's just like that. I can't.
Like,
Not Mike.
oh, come on, yeah.
His frames are so strong, so
Yeah,
to be able to like get around.
they're good people. I've never chest to chest on. Yeah, they can just bench me. So that's why I'm like, I'm always doing this. I'm always floating around here, looking for an arm, looking for attacking.
Yeah.
But I never really like settle too much. We're just throwing around.
connect his hips to your shoulder. So, for arm locks, we're either straightening an arm, connection at the base joint, or we're bending an arm, twisting it. Every twisting attack involves a bent arm. A straightening attack involves a straight arm. You always need a connection at the wrist. You always need a connection at the shoulder. So we connect our hips to the shoulder to slow it down from moving. We connect our hands to the wrist, generally speaking, whether it's a more grip or some kind of armbar grip. You're always doing those two things. So the only thing you need to worry about is connection to the base joint. That's why I gave you the mission of get your hips connected to the shoulders.
I'll try again.
Yeah.
So follow his head.
Get your hips connected to his shoulders. There's a lot of ways to do it. Triangles, arm bars, kimuras, it's all there. Once it clicks, that's when we start really breaking to the next level. Once we get that click. Then we gotta connect hips to shoulders. Find the way. Get behind the elbows. Get your hips behind the elbows. Keep working that. Sit down. Go under his elbow. Go control under his elbow.
So it's here.
Yeah, your leg is the strongest
Yeah,
thing back.
keep your arm bent. See you tight.
Yeah.
So if you can get your leg.
Keep it bent.
You think you can get out of that, Alex? Probably get out of that.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe, maybe not.
I got his neck, dude. It's not even the arm that's the problem. I have this. I have like
You
fucking.
can wrap your feet.
Yeah, if I wrap
around
my
your
feet, you're
ankle.
done.
And sit on top, top one on the bottom, on the, over the bottom, yeah, yep.
I can kill you with this.
Pop my head off.
He's got the evil laugh, you hear?
Hopefully you guys have success.
It
Let's
is
get another
unbelievable, you know?
3 minutes left. We'll play a little bit more, and then we're gonna roll, okay?
Drop going again?
Alex, tell him about it.
Pretty straightforward
what do you
stuff
want?
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Want to take a break, buddy?
Yeah, give him a break. You go, Will. Take a break. Yeah, keep those feet off. You get close. Still live. Interesting.
And then,
There you go, Alex. Nice. The head squeezer. No.
Scissor.
Hips connected to the shoulders. So, Jake, a lot of times when the guy gets on his side, top arm, he's the one that. Yeah. But see, that's what Alex.
Repeat that.
He intuitively does that every time.
Yeah. What, repeat
I've never been able to like practice this, but I feel it a lot.
As soon as you go like on your side, that top arm becomes generally.
But, you know, it's the safety of being flat on your back.
Yeah, you're flying on your back, you're also
It's like
reaching
here.
right. So
Yeah, it's like, hello.
there's a dilemma between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, flat on the back is not as many submissions opening up.
In
But
Givo,
you're very weak, you're not gonna get out.
yeah,
You need to get to your side to get out, but then you're risking submission.
exactly.
Just 1 second.
Oh, is this a different game?
That's it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just trying to get the shoulder.
Yeah, he was
I
right.
don't need to get on
But it's fine. It's your fault. I had Daphne saying their hips,
You get
Oh,
home?
I'm sorry, I fell behind.
their hips are connected to the shoulders.
Okay, we're chest to chest.
Yeah, can we get your
Connection at the wrist.
try to hip
Your hands on the chest like this? Yeah, start there.
Something like an arm bar or a triangle or something like that.
Oh, are you starting in the shell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we hit on
And you're starting with your hands on the action. No, stand up.
It's kind of like
And use whatever mobility you want. Try to get the same thing back to butterfly.
there's an issue.
If you're trying to get like
Horrible to submission on the top arm.
Leon, I'll usually look for this hand
Yeah,
here.
like if you stay in your back,
Buff it.
Yeah, well, because I'm gonna push your knee.
Right.
And I think you can scoop up that arm.
You get on your side and figure
Or go the other way.
Find ways
That's
to
what happens.
exploit that, but there are ways of getting on it.
Oh, okay, so like here, you suggested scoop it?
Yeah, and then you like pivot around the other way. Because when you scoop this, you're gonna expose my shoulder this way. So you're gonna pivot around this foot. Yeah, and sit back.
Okay.
That's what I did. That's exactly what I did to you.
Well, how to more watch.
Try again.
I want you to come more than sit. You gotta get to the radio.
No, yeah, his hips were,
Oh,
they
they
were
were.
there, yeah, you were sitting on your head.
Yeah, right there. And it's just like, pull that up, extend it. You want it?
Yeah, you do.
Elbows,
So if I'm here, and you know belly, you're gonna try and push that up.
shoulders.
That right away, I'm gonna see that. Return your side.
Take your time.
You're
Keep it
gonna
down.
go
Don't
from
let his
here.
legs in.
I'm gonna attack at the shoulder. I'm gonna pull that up,
There you go, Shay.
up the head.
Good rotation.
Yeah, so a basic arm bar.
All right, guys, 20 seconds. I'm gonna start some rounds.
Which is pulling at the shoulder. That'll get them to turn onto their side and extend that arm. So it's that initial shoulder tug. Yeah. Pushing on that knee. You're gonna grab my shoulder. Like this, like you had it. You grab that shoulder. Now when you pull that, that'll get me more to my side. Spin around. And yeah, that was it. It was beautiful.
Stay close, Shay. Well done.
It's 101, but it's
Knee frame goes in. Knee frame out. Lock the hips. Pulling yourself towards them. Good. Melt through those elbows. There's some connection at a wrist. On your elbow.
Saturday.
Alright, so we're gonna roll, guys. If you're rolling with my new player here, you get chest to chest and you pin, game's over. You tap. Otherwise, everything's on. Take care of each other. When you tap the pin down like you aggressively tap. Nobody's gonna really hurt you if no one wants to, but depends which class.
Yeah.
You know, if you drop into some random place and don't know where it is, you tap like you're protecting yourself.
Right.
So that's something to know before it's too late. Everyone here will definitely take care of you. No one's gonna break your arm or hurt you on purpose. So, that being said, do protect yourself at all times when you're doing combat sports. Yeah, if you guys roll, if anyone chest to chest flattens him, or if he pins you, that's a tap. It's a submission for him today, okay?
Got it.
Whether, if you end up pinned on the bottom and someone's chest to chest, any situation, close guard too, you're done, you tap. If you do it to someone else, they're done, they tap. Every other submission is live as well, okay? Cool. Guys hit it.
Okay, wanna go? You wanna go with him or?
You guys wanna go first, I'll go after this, man.
I got the 5 minute clock.
We can go with Alex. Or I can go with Alex. You wanna go, Alex?
Yeah.
We got it done. Everybody will get everybody. Everybody love everybody.
What's up? That's the vibe.
What's the way, stop standing? Yeah. Try to fix it out? Yeah, whatever way you think is appropriate. Yeah.
If you can connect behind his knee and take his leg up, that's a good way to go. Yep, get his elbows and hands out of your way. Yep, gotta get his elbows and hands out of your way. Good. Don't slam him, Shay. Sit, connect to the hip. Good.
Trying to hurt on me, bro. What is going on?
Good. Keep playing with that. Keep playing with that. Close his back there, Shay. Roll through, Shay.
I don't know how to do this.
What's the no?
Entangle.
What's the no?
Careful. Yeah, you were stuck. I couldn't get my legs out.
Nice, he's whipping.
You come see that? I was trying to like unhook my leg and I was caught on your toes. That's good. You ended up on the top. Yeah. Just gotta get some food. We're good.
That's more than
You gotta give it 2 months. First 2 months suck.
20 grand for a while.
Did the wall smash.
What's up?
NBA Street.
Rock check.
For which? Oh, yeah, it is. I think you already made it longer than that. I don't even think I made it to the goals.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even make it this far.
Yeah. I wanted to at least try it.
You did good.
Not big.
Shay, you coming?
Maybe. Been having trouble sleeping, dude. I don't sleep at all at work. It's hard for me to get up in the morning.
You work at night?
Like, oh, yeah, on the boat. I'll come, is it 9:30 D?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 9:30 D. Yeah, I thought 6 a.m. It's still D too, right?
That one too.
I might come. You guys have a beer, right?
Yeah. Yeah, might come to watch it. Good class last week.
You haven't trained D yet?
Never even did one.
Seriously?
Never even put one out.
You're gonna get wrecked.
For sure.
I got it.
What do you mean?
Just keep
I
them
have no
off your
delusions
sleeves.
that I'm gonna be going.
Just keep them off your sleeves.
Right?
Stay down. Stay on top. Get them out from behind your elbow. Get them out from behind your elbow. It's under both your elbows. Yep. Yep, chest to chest in.
That was good. That was a nice takedown.
Double leg or something?
Yeah.
5 seconds, boys. 5 seconds. You got it. Come on, Jake. Get out of that.
Stay by the belt.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a right. That's right.
We got a minute of rest.
Alex the other day had me trying to clock beat. He just kept fucking going.
Usually that, like if you're ever rolling,
Legs around.
back,
You're
I
still,
turn the clock
still
off.
Yeah.
We just roll till,
Nah, that's fine. Makes sense.
we just roll till it's over.
Till it's sober.
Till we're done, bro.
I'm averaging getting tapped twice around with Alex. It used to be 3, so.
That's the goal, you tap less. That's the goal, you tap less.
That's the goal.
One day you tap me.
One day, brother. Keep on 5 days a week. Get there.
What are you doing?
5 days a week, Jay?
Yeah, I'm doing Monday to Thursday. I'm not going on until Thursday, and then like tomorrow I'm not going until I'm going to be Friday too. On Saturday, but I don't care. I'm also training like not that hard. It's kind of how I hit the gym. And I found success that way. Like when I lift, it's pretty chill.
Minimal effective dose.
Yeah, but then I'm here a lot, you know.
Those grunting days are over. It's not necessary in the gym when you're doing this.
What is?
Going hard in the gym.
Yeah.
Even lifting though, it's the same principle. Like you're gonna get way more out of. And it's probably really against like practice.
I was thinking that too.
But for me-
he does a little different.
Yeah, you go hard once a week.
Minimal effective
You go up to 3.
I go.
Depends on what you're doing otherwise.
I get like 50, 70% effort, but I go 5 to 6 times a week.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you gotta gauge it with your recovery. Like that's why like I used to lift 4 times a week and I lived twice. This takes up the other part of the recovery.
Yeah, you're lifting heavy, that's hard on your nervous system.
Yeah, but well, like you said, like if you're not lifting as hard, you can lift.
Yeah.
It's like putting little dials.
Look good today.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Keep
it.
showing up. We're gonna get you some.
I'll definitely be back. For sure. It's a cool spot.
You know, I get like
Forgot
some
my name.
rash guards like those.
Go for his ears, Jake.
Your knees get like
Yeah.
mat burn and shit.
Yeah, I got it.
Go for his ears, Jake.
You got some
Super
back.
sensitive.
Yeah.
What's up?
You got math there?
A little bit, nothing too crazy.
You think about competing eventually? Is that what, like,
Nah, I'm not really interested in competing. I just feel like number one, it's a sport, right? And it's fun, it's enjoyable, but I also feel like every man should know how to like handle themselves. So,
You good?
that's why I originally took up boxing, and now I want to learn how to grapple. So the best way to learn how to do that is through jiu-jitsu.
It's a good school for jiu-jitsu because you have a lot of wrestling focus too.
Right, great for takedowns.
A lot of schools don't do it. They don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
What boxing?
We spent half the class wrestling today.
What boxing?
I don't know if I'm gonna continue, but I'm boxing in a brick house. It's in Yapping. It's a new gym. I know the owner. I trained with him much last year. Yes, and we were training in Patchogue originally, and then he opened up a new gym in Yapping. And that's why I didn't feel like driving to Yapping anymore, so I lived right over here.
Yeah, it's a club.
How'd you hear about us?
Google.
Popped up.
I just looked at like every gym. It was between this and Sarah. And I feel like Sarah's like, unless you're like really trying to like compete, which I'm not. I'm not sure it makes sense to go there.
This is like they have a beginner class over there where they like speak to you. I don't know anything right away.
Yeah. So this was closer, and I like the whole the Zen aspect of it as well. So, yeah. I does seem like a good fit.
Who's the boxer?
Brian Barrett. He's from Patchogue. This is he used to train at Vamos.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know Coach Lee at Vamos?
Yeah.
Okay, wall.
Connect your hands, Jake. If you can. Try to connect your hands. Don't burn yet. Crunch towards his hips. Crunch your elbow down towards his hips. If you want to use it to
I'm ready to get tired, Donnie.
He's big. And he's good.
I'm trying to get my feet around the side to save myself in the wall.
Hey man, Walter exists. That's what John said.
Walls exist in the world out there. It's crazy. I've seen them. With my own 2 eyes.
It's a myth.
Walls are a myth.
How did that happen?
You go out, you find that elbow. That boy. Right. Sweeping. To the right.
Alex.
Alex is my, I could just like shout out things to him and he does it.
I'm going down too. I've been thrown around so much in my life. Even Sarah didn't get thrown around that much. Look at that guy.
Well, I'm gonna sleep on.
I thought I was gonna do this cheer shit.
Alex has a lot of experience. A lot of time grappling, he's very creative. Watch your knee, Jake. Careful with that knee, bud. On the side.
So with his leg. That's how my leg got caught the first time.
Sometimes going with pressure, but takes so much time to
They say jiu-jitsu is like one of the takes the longest to the
But keep going.
I got it. You said.
because human bodies
I was trying to get dog ball. I was focusing on too much.
Hamstring out.
I had it.
Yeah.
I know, but you were angling out.
Yeah. I know. It was. You want to draw me that once? I was on bell. And he got me with that.
How long has he been for?
Sorry, I tried to wing go. That's why I grabbed it and onto it.
competed like at like small like in-house. I don't know.
15 seconds.
I was just like we make our own cross train like
What inspired you
to get into jiu-jitsu. When I was like 16, 17, I was like went to a long kid. I just needed. I was very like
It's so interesting, like, as it goes on up, there's like, even from the beginning, I recognize that you like, we fall into the same pattern you do. But now like, the pattern is getting a lot more.
That's just
It's
interesting.
complex, but it's not the same pattern, yeah.
I like it. And that's a great coach. I feel like like
Yeah,
my
bro.
body
I mean,
is more like grappler.
yeah, you're right. Everybody knows something moves like how's it going? White belt market. And they were just like doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I didn't even know what it was. And I'm like, this is bullshit. I gotta like learn all this stuff.
Was it nails? One of my nails? They're real short.
I know it's gonna
Look at my hand. I actually clipped my toenails yesterday here.
I'd be curious.
Yeah, I did.
I always use the one with that.
I think
everybody next door.
First time I bloody you. It's a paper cut. It just keeps going. It's a paper cut, really.
Full guard, shoulder press, arm bar, triangle. So he's very dangerous.
Who's that?
Lost it. He's super dangerous on his back.
I feel like people, 25 people.
He's got those legs.
A lot of the videos that I watch, and people are like, oh, this is
Those ankles.
a lot of them are just constantly running.
Yeah, you're both like that.
I feel like I like it because I can get, I guess it's a shorter leg thing, but I can get in it easy. So like,
Yeah.
I might as well.
Yeah, I think you do that too. Like,
You'd be
stuff
surprised.
this, like,
Jake?
Yeah. Dude, what were you doing? What were you doing? You were using this week.
I'll show you after the roll. It's like, almost like,
You're doing the wrestling of it, right?
So you show him?
You do it after.
Submission in the live stream, so if you go like my videos, you'll see videos. I stopped putting videos out, like content. I just live stream on that channel. Yeah. Talk a little bit about my approach. It's backed by research, backed by debate, study, and it's actually pretty rare.
How would you define it first?
I use the constrained learning approach. Specifically that. It's called the constraints-led approach. Constraints-led approach. Basically, a mix of that, and sometimes I'll do some explicit instructions, but I'll try to stay away from too much instruction. But other guys might
stand up, bro.
That easy. Stand up. I just don't see people learning that way. The more steps you put in, the harder it is. More complexity. Yeah, and this is already complex enough. I give you a simple kind of thing. You're trying to run with any way you can. And over time, you'll start developing ways of doing that. Just by talking to people. Oh, I was good at the weekend. You got Shea still coming with you 2 weeks ago?
yeah, right, how's the wrist?
Ran into a brick wall.
Yeah, right. I was like, look, knock the wind out of me for a second.
You look like
Not moving in.
yeah, double legging sometimes. Big guy like that. It's tough. You do like it behind the guy. Whoa. And I was wrestling for like 20 years. Don't like that. Don't like.
That was sick.
Iron Man. Okay, so I throw it up there. Stream the whole room. You can zoom in on the stream. See the screen.
Not like just about a lot.
Yeah, if you got availability like in the morning, Tuesdays also sometimes with vendors, but Thursdays. Mad people come in, a lot of hires up. My own friends sit here usually. One of them's hurt, but 2 of them are kind of hurt. Taking time. Think of Jake, pin that wrist. Behind his elbow. Steve Vaughn? I'd say watch the matches.
Yeah, definitely.
Watch matches. Watch wrestling matches and watch G2 matches. Watch the Greco-Roman matches. You want a lot of those games.
Fucking Ralph. You love your stinky moves.
He does.
It's slow though.
No, it's perfect. Yeah. That's cool. My ears? Yeah.
Shake.
Hard for us to see the pattern that's going on, but it's so obvious. We're trying to simplify it.
That's like the best teachers on there.
Simplify it and just have the intention and all you're looking for. I'll try to describe it out to see what I'm saying. Cover shape distance. Cover shape distance. Impact the shoulders and behind the elbows. Just trying to keep turning face. Trying to turn the face forward. So top color always has to deal with hands on the opponent.
These stockings are good.
So when hands go on, like when you're on top,
I'm feeling very good.
strong pose.
Anybody who's had this
Like you start playing, you put one hand out.
I can't pin you down. I'm always like trying to float around.
Get right at it. Generally, top players trying to manage. They keep the hands and feet. No, but no, he's connected. And if he Alright guys, it is 10:40. If anybody has to go to work or any other things like that.
That's alright.
Just an announcement, that's all.
Andre, like,
Let's test it.
that's the move, bro. That's the move. Jake, I'm gonna show you the thing, bro.
What's my thing?
You're gonna fucking kill everybody with this.
I don't know. I don't know if it's my move. Let's see.
That's the move. That's the move. I cleared it with the bar. Make sure it was a real move.
What, you figured it out yourself?
Well, I pointed down at her tape. And I watched it. Okay, so you're in head start. You wanna get out there?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of you should find
Deep half.
Right, so now you scoot the leg, right? You get the outside hook, and you pull this leg all the way up like this.
Yeah, what they have.
Yep. So then you scoot this leg under. All right, now you got this puppy trap in here like this. Right, so now you start hipping out. Right, so you just start shrinking out like this. You feel all the pressure on your knee. Getting under your hip. Yeah, so you got two options. So like number one is you just roll with it to relieve the pressure and you get swept. All right, number two is what you did during the roll is you put all your weight on your hands. Right, so you post on your hands, put all your weight on your hands. Now I'm like, okay, all your weight's on your hands, I just come up. Because now you're gonna feel pressure on me.
It's getting good this year.
That's what I got.
1 year of training.
They're
They're both 1 year.
Yeah.
You ever see 1 year guys?
You want to like actually
Advancing quickly.
Generally don't see. Oh, you got like some burn there. You got some burn. Little chin burn.
And it was a good day for me.
Where you were
That's when I was wounded.
feel good?
Well, I mean, it was a good day in the mats. I didn't fucking give in so much.
Did you get hit with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's good. Yeah, you're both of us are doing good.
Let me try the one you showed me.
Alright, so yeah.
Under.
Hook under the leg.
Deep half.
Nice, yes.
Now transferring legs.
Basic
Yeah.
techniques.
To this one.
Yeah, so you're gonna pull your
My outside
heel
leg.
all the way up to your butt. Yeah.
Okay.
So now you're gonna real gentle like this. This is gonna, you can hurt somebody's knee. So you're gonna like reverse shrimp. You're gonna slide your hip underneath my knee. Lift it up off the ground. Yep, and you just keep shrimping.
Okay. Now do you stand up on top?
So now if I put all my weight on my knee
Trying to do it doesn't work.
and you try to do it doesn't work, and then you just slide up to
So I
tight.
release this.
Yep, and you just come all the way up, and now you got this, and then you sweep from here.
Let me grab here.
Yeah, so it's like an either or.
Yeah, it's great. Nice.
Good fit.
Right, coach? It makes sense?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Thanks, bro.
What was that, the band in there?
Thanks, John.
That's the down.
That's the Shay, baby.
Appreciate it.
That's the Shay.